People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bytech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Baus Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening and welcome to Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It is high school basketball from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, Cuba City hosting the Fennimore Golden Eagles. With Arena Satterley, our statistician, I'm John Satterley, wishing you a Happy New Year as we are beginning our 2026 portion of our schedule. We did have one game, and that was at Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee with the Darlington Redbirds and Monroe Cheesemakers. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. We had a game last night as well on the stations of Queen Bee Radio as we had Mineral Point taking on Belmont in girls basketball tonight. Full slate of games on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Fennimore at Cuba City right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. Shullsburg is at Lancaster. That is on Extreme 107.1. AM 1590 WPVL has the Highland Cardinals hosting the River Ridge Timberwolves. And then wrestling is on 97.7 Country WGLR as Mineral Point is at Belmont Platteville. Here our SWAL Conference matchup. Fennimore coming into this contest with a 5-3 record, taking on Cuba City. They are at 2-5. Fennimore won their first 4 games of the season. And then, well, the last 4 games have not exactly been so bright as they have fallen 3 of their last 4 matchups, including the last 2 against SWC opponents. And close games as well, falling to River Valley 56-53, and then at home against Dodgeville 75-70. The Fennimore Golden Eagles looking to take on basically the entire SWC as they also have Lancaster coming up on the 12th. Prairie du Chien was a victim of the Fennimore Golden Eagles beginning of the season 63-37, and then against Platteville, defeating them 66-61. Had that game on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. Actually, we had on the Queen Bee Radio family of stations, should say. I was there for that one. A great comeback by the Fennimore Golden Eagles. The Cuba City Cubans, they lost their first 3 games, and now 2 out of 3 over the last 5. They did end 2025 portion of the schedule with a win against Cambridge at the Lodi tournament, 73-65. Both teams only a handful of non-conference games left in the season. Fennimore with only 3 non-conference games left against Lancaster on the 12th, Highland the 27th, and Belleville on February 9th. Cuba City's non-conference matchups coming up against Lancaster on the 19th, the 31st against Dodgeville. That game will be at Platteville. And then coming up on February 2nd on Groundhog Day against Columbus. I can't forget about Platteville as well on the February 9th. As we go on our pregame show presented by Raleigh's Cheese House at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County, reminding you, don't forget the cheese. We won't forget to tell you what's going on with the Swell Conference. We'll give you the up-to-date standings. Our Shoebox Scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. We'll let you know all the games going on in girls and boys basketball this evening in Southwest Wisconsin. We'll have your starting lineup injury report here from both head coaches as well. Kevin Everson of the Fennimore Golden Eagles and the head coach of the Cuba City Cubans, Tanner Sheevey. It is all on the way with our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel live and archive coverage is powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Lely Center, Monroe. Cuba City hosting Fennimore tonight. And more of your Raleigh Cheese pregame show is next on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and FullersMilkersCenter.com.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Pregame 1.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The Fennimore Golden Eagles at 5-3, coming into Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium to take on the Cuba City Cubans, who come into this matchup with a 2-5 overall record. Take a look at the Swall standings coming into this evening's contest. Darlington, Fennimore, and Mineral Point, all three are at 1-0 in conference play. Darlington is at 4-2. They lost 2 games in a row against Lodi, then against the Monroe Cheesemakers at Pfizer Forum on Friday. Broker Busher, he had to go to the ER on Friday after the game at Pfizer. Just talking with one of the officials tonight, he is actually a teacher at Darlington and said he was in school today just so that way he could actually go and play against Mineral Point tonight. But he is still being hindered by some kind of a bug, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Darlington has fallen out of the top 10 in the coaches poll. They were number 1, then they fell to number 4 because of lack of games, realistically. So that's where Darlington fell, but we'll have to keep an eyeball on that as all teams are starting to have a little bit of an issue as we come into 2026 when it comes to injuries and or illnesses. Fennimore, we'll get on Fennimore in just a little bit about the injuries and illnesses with our injury report coming your way, presented by Russell Law Offices. Fennimore again, 5-3, 1-0 in conference play. Mineral Point 3-2 overall, 1-0 in conference play. Southwestern and Iowa Grant both are at 1-1 in conference play. Southwestern ranked number 10 in Division 5. They are 8-1. 5-3 are the Panthers of Iowa Grant. 0-1 in conference play. Boscobel, Riverdale, and Cuba City. Boscobel's at 3-5, Cuba City 2-5, Riverdale at 1-6. Not a very familiar place for the Cuba City Cubans to be in the bottom third of the conference standings. But still a lot of season to go, especially with conference play in a very wide open, small conference, but a very brutal small conference as you have teams in Fennimore, Darlington, Southwestern, Mineral Point, Iowa Grant, all right up there, plus with Cuba City. It is going to be a very fun and battle-tested group, whoever comes out of the SWAL Conference. We'll have more of your Raleigh Cheese pregame show coming up after this timeout. Had a chance to sit down and talk with head coach Tanner Sheevy of the Cuba City Cubans. We'll have that for you coming up after this timeout. It is your Raleigh Cheese pregame show, presented to you by Raleigh's Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Fennimore at Cuba City tonight in high school boys basketball on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
It's definitely cold and flu season. Congestion, stuffy nose, difficulty breathing. But do you have these types of symptoms all year? Dr. Dale Chilson, ear, nose, and throat specialist at Grant Regional Health Center, offers 27 years of experience and provides accurate diagnosis and effective treatment for a wide variety of sinus issues. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your appointment at our specialty clinic location in Lancaster today. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and you can get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SUPPLY to get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SUPPLY to get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank. That's code SUPPLY for up to a $5 cashback bonus.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to your Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. SWAL Conference boys basketball matchup this evening from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium as the Cuba City Cubans are hosting the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Now being joined by the head coach of the Cubans, Tanner Sheevy. And Coach Sheevy, Happy New Year, and it's great to see your Cubans once again.
Absolutely, yeah, we're excited. We just came off of a big win, and we're ready to turn the new year around and kind of start let the ball roll on a little bit more and see if we can't stack a couple of wins together.
I'd say the 2025 portion of your schedule went less than to be desired, looking at the record at being 2-5, but a lot of positives did come out of it. How do you like your team positioning going into big-time SWAL conference play?
Yeah, so we really had two guys that played a lot of minutes last year, and so it took our guys a little bit to get their feet wet. We just came off a big win against Cambridge Blue Jays, and they're really a good team, and we're really happy with. We kind of figured some stuff out, and I always thought every game, we watch film and we clip it up and we say, okay, these are the reasons we're losing. These are the things that we have to correct every game, and eventually, our guys have started to buy into what we're doing, and that led to us being successful. It was cool. We came back from break and we put on film, okay, this is why we won the game. It's right here. These are the things that we ask you to do, and now we're doing it, and then we win. And so, we're trying to build on the things that we're doing correctly, and letting the outcome turn into, okay, if we did these correctly, we have a good chance of winning the game.
Just like in life, basketball is always about the little things. What little things have you been able to notice about your team starting to get right now as we get into the 26 portion?
Yeah, so we always want to win the rebounding battle. We want to go to the offensive glass, and we want to not let them get offensive rebounds, obviously. And so if we can win the offensive glass, I think that we have a good chance of being successful. Also, in our wins, we're right around that 11, 10, 9 turnover margin. On our losses, we're at around 15, 16. And so if we can hold the turnover margin down, we get more shots, we get better shots. That's another indication of us being successful.
We talked a little bit in one of our couple of first games about Carson Collins really being kind of a prolific scorer for this team. A couple other guys have stepped up. What have you thought about the team when it becomes more balanced instead of being really heavy on one or two guys?
Yeah, I think we got 3 guys that really at any given night could put the ball in the basket, Carson being one of them. The other 2 are Trevor Vanetta and Hudson Kieler. When one of those 3 is really getting going, we're really hard to beat. And it doesn't matter. They're all really selfless guys. They don't want to be the guy all the time. They just want us to be successful. And so if we have a favorable matchup when one guy has the ball, that's the guy we kind of want to look to. So some nights Carson is our leading scorer. Some nights Hudson's our leading scorer. Some nights Trevor's our leading scorer. And so we just try and figure out where's the matchup that we want for tonight. And those are the type of guys that we like to go for our offense.
Absolutely. Now coming up against Fennimore here this evening, they start off hot and they've cooled down a little bit. How would you like to try to still keep them cool and get a win here tonight for the Cubans?
Yeah, they got a really good basketball player in Jude Kinney, number 3. We need to limit his amount of good shots that he takes. I think he's still going to get his shots because he's a prolific scorer, but if we can make the shots that he takes tough and not give him easy ones, and then we make sure that when he takes tough shots, we don't allow them to get offensive rebounds. I think if we can be that successful, they'll have a hard time scoring in our half-court defense. I also think that they like to press a little bit, and if we can make sure we don't turn the ball over, get easy baskets on their press, I think that we can dictate the flow of the game by doing those couple things. And I think then whatever happens at the end of the game, I'm happy with our outcome if we can handle those 2 things.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great one here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, and look forward to hopefully getting a chance to talk to you in the postgame show as well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The head coach, Tanner Sheevey of the Cuba City Cubans, join us here in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this time out of Swell Conference Boys Basketball, Fennimore at Cuba City, right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
As other banks change ownership, one thing remains the same: Mound City Bank. Locally owned and trusted for over 110 years, Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. 0 interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Pottville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Pregame 3.
Welcome back to your Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It's Swell Conference Boys Basketball tonight from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium as the Cuba City Cubans are hosting the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Now being joined by head coach Kevin Everson of Fennimore. And Coach Everson, Happy New Year, and great to finally get a chance to see your Fennimore Golden Eagles.
Yeah, you guys as well.
Let's talk a little bit about Fennimore starting off hot, 4-0. Everybody was like, oh, this team's the real deal. If you just look at the record, just see it's been a little bit of a stumble here the last couple of games. Tell us a little bit about what's happened that has kind of changed everything for Fennimore basketball.
Yeah, I mean, obviously starting out 4-0, obviously always is good. We dealt with a plethora of injuries early, navigated through that. Obviously everything we kind of worked on in the summer kind of went out the window. So obviously trying to piece it together, and obviously super proud with the 4-0 start. As of recent, losing 3 of the last 4, a lot of it, I would say the competition level obviously has, stepped up. And, part of it is there's more tape out there. Everybody's kind of getting a feel for what everybody does. So, you're obviously more prepared. So, it's just like any season, especially this year, it seems like There's just so many competitive teams that every night it's just going to be a battle.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a brutal conference going into it, and just, one hiccup, it just seems it could start tumbling down the line just because of how good the competition is. Let's talk about your matchup here tonight against Cuba City, a team that's also trying to find their identity. What are you looking for from your Golden Eagles here tonight to get a win on the road?
Yeah, I mean, we talk every night about controlling the boards. I think that'll be a key to the game tonight, and obviously it always comes down to rebounds and turnovers. If we don't turn the ball over and give them easy ones, we've got as good a chance against anyone, and I think everybody's probably saying the same thing. But I think if we control the boards tonight, that's going to be probably the most important thing for us tonight.
What are you looking forward to for your Golden Eagles to step up here tonight against Cuba City as well?
Yeah, obviously my two seniors, Jude and Corey, have really taken the reins. Jude was honorable mention all conference last year, so he's done a great job here, of recent especially. We obviously lean on those two. And then after that, it's kind of just been by committee as we progressed here.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great one here this evening, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do this in the postgame show as well.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's head coach Kevin Everson of the Fennimore Golden Eagles joining us here on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this timeout. You're listening to Swell Conference Boys Basketball on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game one.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Don't miss Ice Fest at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium on January 24th and 25th. From 10 a.m. until 2, come dressed for indoor and outdoor fun for the whole family, all included with general admission. Go for the gold with Winter Olympics-themed activities, enjoy history demonstrations, experience To the Moon, Snoopy Soars with NASA, and more. S'mores and hot chocolate are available for purchase. For a detailed list of activities, head to rivermuseum.org/events. Don't miss Ice Fest, January 24th and 25th, only at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. In game one.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, where the Cuba City Cubans are hosting the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Let's take a look at your shoebox scoreboard, presented to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Take a look at Swell Conference action this evening, right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106, Fennimore at Cuba City. Southwestern, ranked number 10 in the latest poll in Division 5. They are at Boscobel. Riverdale is at the Panthers of Iowa Grant. And the Highway 23 rivalry resumes as Darlington takes on Mineral Point. Non-conference action with the SWC this evening as Dodgeville is at Evansville. River Valley at Boston, and Prairie du Chien up to La Crosse to take on Logan. In the Six Rivers West, Schultzburg is at number 7, Belmont. On AM 1590 WPVL, ESPN Radio, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, River Ridge, the Timberwolves at the Highland Cardinals. Benton is at Potosi Cassville. In the Six Rivers East tonight, Judah is at Argyle, Albany at Monticello. The battle for County K resumes tonight as well, as Barneveld is at Pecatonica, and a non-conference matchup, the Blackhawk Warriors are down Highway 78 to take on the Stockton Blackhawks. In the Ridge and Valley, Lafarge is at DeSoto. Number 2, Kickapoo is hosting Wazeeka Steuben, and number 1, North Crawford hosting Seneca. In girls basketball this evening, Sauk Prairie is at River Valley. Iowa Grant is at Potosi Cassville. Southwestern is at River Ridge. And on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, Schultzburg is at Lancaster. That's your shoebox scoreboard, presented to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. We'll have your injury report presented to you by Russell Law Offices coming your way next on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Fennimore at Cuba City on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
From small town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
In Game 2.
Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. As SWAL Conference Boys Basketball tonight from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, as the Cuba City Cubans are hosting the Fennimore Golden Eagles. I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us here. So Raleigh Cheese Pregame Show presents to you by Raleigh's Cheese House at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Well, tonight, let's take a look at your injury report. Presented to you by Russell Offices. The experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation that you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. According to head coach Tanner Sheevey of the Cuba City Cubans, everybody healthy for the Cubans coming in to this evening's contest. However, on the other flip side, Coach Kevin Everson telling me about the injuries that the Fennimore Golden Eagles have had to endure, where Brody Roth is out with a torn ACL. He's listed on the program, but with no number due to that injury. Then you have Cash Roth, who injured his knee against Prairie du Chien. A sensational sophomore has been on the shelf since then, and unfortunately it does not sound good for his prospects to come back this season. Also, Cooper Imoff, wearing number 4, the junior. He is not suited. He is not here this evening due to an illness. I'm hearing a lot of people talking about illnesses going around. Well, 'tis the season after the holidays. Everybody gets back together and school's back on, and, well, you pretty much know the rest of it. But that is your injury report presented to you by Russell Offices. The experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Colors of the game and getting you ready for the national anthem and our starting lineup all on the way. The Raleigh Cheese Pregame Show. Fennimore at Cuba City on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Grant Regional Health Center is proud to bring local heart care to our community. We're excited to welcome Dr. Kashi, board-certified cardiologist, and Brooke Shannon, PAC, to our medical team. Together, they provide comprehensive cardiology care, from early detection and prevention to long-term management of heart disease. Call 608-723-2131 to receive exceptional specialized heart care right here, close to home with less travel. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In Game 3.
We're broadcasting from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture, downtown Ridgeway, for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. Fennimore taking on the Cuba City Cubans. Once again, the Fennimore Golden Eagles coming into this contest with a 5-3 overall mark, 1-0 in the SWAL. Cuba City Cubans at 2-5 overall. They are 0-1 in SWAL conference play, being led by Carson Collins, a Cuba City Cuban junior, is averaging around 17 points per game. Jude Kinney for the Fennimore Golden Eagles, leading scorer for the Fennimore Golden Eagles, averaging a little over 17 points per game. Also, Jake Crutchman is averaging nearly 7 points per contest for the Golden Eagles. Grant Biba sits a touch over 7 as well. Hudson Kieler, Trevor Van Nana, also pretty good scores for the Cuba City Cubans, averaging in double digits. Once you get past those three for Cuba City, scoring is pretty minimal for the most part. Rebounding, Corey Drayson for Jude Kinney and Grant Biba, all averaging over 5 rebounds per contest for the Golden Eagles. Hudson Kieler and Landon Leppelholtz averaging nearly 5 to 7 rebounds per contest. And then assists, both teams, a couple of players that are averaging 2 to 3 assists per game. As we know at the high school level, keeping track of assists nowhere near as easy as it is in the higher levels. So when you see 2 to 3 assists, those are the ones that are probably just the most obvious for those stats. We'll take one more time out and be back with your national anthem with Fennimore and Cuba City next on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4. As other banks change ownership, one thing remains the same. Mound City Bank. Locally owned and trusted for over 110 years. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap cheddar cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Watch live and archive H&M Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Lady Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 4.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 and KIYX FM, Sageville, Dubuque, Platteville, a Queen Bee radio station with our statistician Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley, Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. We're getting ready for our starting lineups, our national anthem, and our opening tip-off. Your pregame show has been presented to you by Raleigh's Cheese House at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Ayers Furniture, downtown Ridgeway. Visit Ayers Furniture, ayersfurniture.com. As the Cuba City Cubans wearing their home white uniforms with the gold numerals and black trim. Fennimore wearing their road maroon uniforms with the white trim and gold numerals. Colors of the game presented to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Coming up in just a moment, your starting lineup presented to you by Fuller's Milker Center, Lancaster, Richland Center, and at fullersmilkercenter.com. As we get ready for our national anthem, our statistician is Arena Satterley. I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us. Our other games on Queen Bee Radio this evening, Shrewsbury at Lancaster on X1071, AM 1590 WPVL, and our YouTube, Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, River Ridge at Highland and boys basketball. And then we have wrestling on 97.7 Country WGLR, Mineral Point at Belmont Platteville. Our game here, Fennimore at Cuba City. Let's go courtside for our national anthem.
Remove your hat and place your hand over your heart as the Cuba City High School pep band, under the direction of Miss Julie Clayton, plays our national anthem.
Cuban Pep Band with a beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem. Time now for your starting lineup, presented to you by Fuller's Milk Center. Fuller's complete hygiene line and operations for your brand new dairy setup or existing part or remodel. To see Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com. First, for the visitors, the Fennimore Golden Eagles, 5-3 overall and 1-0 in the Swall Conference. A 6'1 senior, number 0, Corey Drayson. A 6'4 senior, number 3, Jude Kinney. A 5'9 junior, number 5, Reese Kelly. A 6'3 junior, number 12, Jake Crutchman. And a 6'2 sophomore, number 23, Grant Biba. The Fennimore Golden Eagles are led by head coach Kevin Everson. The Cuba City Cubans, under head coach Tanner Sheevey, coming into this game with a 2-5 overall record, 0-1 in the Swall Conference. A 6'3 junior, number 1, Carson Collins. A 6'1 junior, number 3, Hudson Kieler. A 6' junior, number 4, Landon Leffelholtz. A 5'11 senior, number 5, Trevor Van Natta. And a 6'4 senior, number 21, Trayden Fuhrer. Also, one other injury to report to you as well. Back tonight, Cameron Guler. This is his first game back as he had a wrist injury. So that is where he was. I had him on the report. I had it right on the sheet, and I overlooked it. So that's why you'd say don't believe everything you hear on the radio. But there we go. There's your starting lineup presented to you by Fuller's Milkers Center. Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com. Opening tip-off will go out of bounds, and it will be going to the Cuba City Cubans. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. Cuba City wins the basketball after basically winning the tip-off as it went out of bounds. With the home white uniforms, Hudson Kieler has it, passing over to the left side to Carson Collins. Collins, swing right side, now top of the wheel to Leffelholtz. Leffelholtz tries to go for the crossover. Good defense being played by Grant Biba. Looking down low for Trenton Fuhrer. Can't get it to him. He'll be backed out by Kieler. He gets the left wing. Now baseline 3 is up, and halfway down it swirls around and out. No good by Carson Collins. Rebound comes down to the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Jude Kinney into the front court. He is averaging nearly 20 points per contest. And he goes over and back as he really played right near center court, and it will be Cuba City basketball. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. We can do that. Member FDIC.
Credit good Cuba defense on that one.
Absolutely. And it's also, too, amazing how much smaller this court is compared to our last game we broadcast at Fiserv Forum. I can definitely see where they probably could use that extra 10 feet.
Sure.
On the top of the wheel, that goes to Carson Collins. Swing to the right side. To the elbow, spin move in the lane. Scoop shot, no good by Trevor Van Natta. Rebound comes down to the Golden Eagles. Kenny into the front court. He will up and under move to the rim. No good. Rebound loose. Picked up by the Cuba City Cubans, Leffelholtz. 0-0, 1 minute gone by, first half. Kieler, spin move at the free throw line. Ball knocked away. He recovers. Up off glass. It is good. Hudson Kieler makes it 2-0 Cubans. 16:46 to play in this first half. Into the front court, Kinney will go to the left side. That goes to Reese Kelly. Now down low to Kinney. Kinney down low. He will kick it back out. Swing left side. Pumping on the 3, Drayson. Into the lane. Jump pass. Back to the left corner. Biba, pocket 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Landon Leffelholtz. Here come the Cubans. Into the front court. Left side, Kieler. We'll get it back to the top of the wheel to Trevor Van Natta. Right side that goes to Carson Collins. Ball knocked away. Collins will dive after it near midcourt. Picks it up. Now go right side to Van Natta. 2-0 Cubans. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in our first half. Trayden Fuhrer with the basketball. Now passing it back to the right side. Dribble drive by Kieler. Now, actually, Kieler gets it now top of the wheel. He will try to drive. Good defense here by the Golden Eagles.
Very good defense. I was thinking the same thing.
Not allowing any penetration at all into the lane. There's a long mid-range jumper by Carson Collins. It's good. Carson Collins makes it 4-0 Cubans. 15:50 to play in this first half. Cubans off to a pretty solid start here. Trying to get momentum going their way. Dribble drive in the lane, and a double dribble is going to be called on Jake Crutchman. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC.
Can't blame him for trying. I'm sure he thought it was tipped.
Absolutely not. 4-0 Cubans with the lead. 15:39 to play until the McNett Electric halftime reports. Into the front court, that's Van Natta between the circles. Bounce pass to the high post to Collins, who hands it back to Van Natta. Back to Collins on the right wing. Pass right side to Lefelholtz, looking down low. The ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, but first they're going to call a foul on Fennimore. Golden Eagles' personal foul will go on Jake Kretschmann. That is his first personal team foul, number 1. Wood Law Office is serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel for all of your legal matters. Wood Law Office, Fennimore, and Boscobel. Inbound comes in to Trey Fuhrer. He has it on the right side. Now goes to Hudson Kieler. Kieler back out to, who had that? Excuse me, Collins has it there, top of the wheel. Got it blank there for a second. Hudson Kieler down into the wing, out top of the wheel. Having it is Trayton Fuhrer. That's
the
where
Eagles' zone defense isn't biting on these passes, trying to spread them out.
they are not. Ball lost by Hudson Kieler. He'll pick it back up in front of the Fennimore bench. 14:50 to play, first half. 4-0 Cubans, and they have the basketball. Right side, getting double teamed is Van Natta. He will jump pass, ball loose, picked off. It's a turnover. Here comes Fennimore into the front court. That's Jude Kinney. Ball tipped away, and it'll be picked off. Last touch by, they're going to say last touch by Cuba City. Looked like it was last touch by Fennimore, but
No, I think it was last touch by Lefelholtz.
yeah, again, we're further away from it. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Proud sponsor of tonight's game. 4-0 Cubans, 14:30 to play in this first half. Kinney for 3, and that's good. Jude Kinney, pocket 3, pulls the Fennimore deficit to within 1. It's 4-3 Cubans, 14:20 to play in this first half.
Cubans are going to have to drive the lane and draw the defense in order to be able to dish back out.
Or just get a jumper like
That'll
that,
work too.
spinning around and good for Trevor Van Natta. 6-3 Cubans lead, 14:05 to play, first half. Reese Kelly into the front court. Now goes to Biba. He will dribble drive. Now kick it back out to Drayson. Swing left side. Kretschmann drives to the lane. Ball knocked away. And on the end line, touching the end line is Landon Lefelholtz. So it'll be a turnover to Fennimore. Applied Micro is your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. And Cuba City Collision and Repair. Cuba City Collision and Repair is recommended by a long list of satisfied customers. See Joel Groom, Brian Cohn, and the crew at Cuba City Collision and Repairs. There's a 3-ball by Jude Kinney, tying us at 6. 13:40 to play in this first half. Jude Kinney just give him a little bit of an opening, and he's able to drain it from distance. Hudson Kieler gets trapped at the free throw line. Now a pass over left side to Trey Fuhrer. Back to Kieler. Again, this Fennimore defense just stifling. Driving into the lane, ball stripped away. Here comes Kretschmann into the front court. He goes up with a layup. Good and a foul. Kretschmann gets the hoop, the harm, the potential 3-point play as that foul will go on Carson Collins. His first. Team foul number 1. Not sure if that was an ideal foul there, considering it was a breakaway layup. If you're not going to just, not allow him to shoot the ball, just kind of let him have the layup and move on.
Well, Kretschmann had just enough hesitation in there to draw him.
Free throw, Kretschmann bounces off, no good. Collins with the rebound. 8-6 in favor of Fennimore. 13:14 to play until the McNett Electric halftime report. Cuba City with the ball, trailing now for the first time in this contest. Carson Collins will drive, and he's called for a travel. Traveling violation, Cuba City. It'll be Fennimore basketball. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. 8-6 in favor of the Golden Eagles. Under 13 minutes to play in this first half. Dribble drive by Grant Biba, kicking it out left side to Kretschmann. Kretschmann getting it over. Dribble drive now by Johnny Filardo, who just checked in the game. Now pocket 3 near side. No good on the 3-ball by Jude Kinney. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Breaks Rundy with the board.
Have an offensive rebound in this game.
That's true. Van Natta drives into the lane. Kick out left side. Pump fake on the 3 by Landon Geyer, who just checked in. Long 3. Good! Hudson Kieler from way downtown. I think he got that one from Kieler himself. 9-8 Cubans reclaim the lead. 12:19 to play in this first half. Jude Kinney will drive. Elbow jumper is up. Front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Trevor Van Natta. Into the front court. That's Landon Geyer. Top of the wheel to Hudson Kieler. Kieler goes right side. That's a Cameron Gooler who checked in the game as well. Left side pump fake on the 3, Van Natta. And now he'll dump it off to Briggs Rundy. Now right side, 3 ball is launched. That's off back iron, no good by Landon Geyer. Rebound loose, picked up by the Fennimore Golden Eagles and Jude Kinney. 11:46 to play. First half, 9-8 in favor of the Cubans. Left side dribble drive by Corey Drayson. Now to the top of the wheel. Left elbow, that's Kretschmann. Now he'll pass it off to Filardo. Filardo gets the ball tipped away. He'll go over to Drayson. Drayson on the left wing. Now get to Jude Kinney in the baseline, being guarded by Briggs Rundy. Top of the wheel to Kretschmann. He'll go right side. Now 3 ball is launched. Front iron, no. Rebound's going to be picked up by the Cubans. Trevor Van Natta comes away with it into the front court. Up by 1. 11-10 to play first half. Van Natta will drive in the lane, gets contacted. The layup is no good, but he'll get 2 free throws. Foul is going to go on Jake Kretschmann. That is his second personal for Fennimore. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. First free throw by Van Natta is good, making it 10-8 in favor of the Cubans. Edward Jones, Reeves Wealth Management in Platteville, Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. And Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby, Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for your real estate needs. Century 21, Boscobel. Second free throw is no good. Rebound comes down to Jude Kinney. Into the front court comes Filardo. To the right baseline, Kelly. Kelly will drive to the rack. Kick out left side. Torgerson for 3. That's good. Drew Torgerson from downtown makes it 11-10 in favor of Fennimore with 10:48 to play in this first half. Thank you very much. I think it kind of went loose when our banner kind of decided to get jogged loose somehow. Probably when they moved the banner, or when they moved the cape. When they moved the cape. No cape. That's what we say. No capes.
No capes.
Right side. It is Trevor Van Natta with the basketball. Swing to the left side. Now back to the top of the wheel. That's Hudson Kieler. He has a step back 3. Back rim, no. Rebound, Jude Kinney. Here come the Golden Eagles into the front court. Drayson up with a shot. Good and 1. Corey Drayson with a hoop. The harm, the potential 3-point play. As a foul is going to go on Hudson Kieler, his first, team second. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding project. And the Melby Funeral Home in Crematory Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby, the Melby Funeral Home in Crematory, Platteville. Second team foul. Both teams now with 2 team fouls. So it's been a clean first half, realistically, to this point.
Collins and Fuhrer back in for Cuba City.
Free throw coming up by Drayson. That is rimming around and no good. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. 13-10 in favor of Fennimore. 10:09 to play until the McNett Electric halftime report. Collins for 3. Side iron, no good. Rebound to Jude Kinney. Into the front court. That's Drayson. Now dribble drive. Kinney. Drop pass. Loose. Picked up by the Cubans. Stolen by Hudson Kieler. Into the front court comes Kieler. Drive to the rack. The layup is good. Hudson Kieler with 7. The lead is now 1 for Fennimore. 13-12. 9:40 to play. First half, and traveling violation is going to be called on Gianni Filardo. See Junkyard Joe Kranz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. That's West End Salvage of Lancaster. And the Breckler Insurance Group for all of your insurance needs. See Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance Fennimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Hudson Kieler between the circles gets a spin move. Now to the high post to Collins. Now
Fennimore
Kieler.
switched to man-to-man.
Yes, they have. Now Collins with the top of the wheel. Swing to the right side. Spin move by Gooler. He gets the ball back. Left side Collins to the baseline. Hudson Kieler drive to the rack. Off glass, no. Rebound picked up by Filardo for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Quickly into the front court, going left side, Torgerson. He drives to the rack, off glass, that's rimming off, no good. Rebound comes down to Fuhrer for the Cubans, who trail by 1 midway through this first half. Kick to the left side, open 3, is on his way, back iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Filardo for Fennimore. He's off and running, cross court all the way up, off glass, no, but a foul is going to be called on Cuba City. Looks like it's going to be a Landon Geyer. That will be his first team foul number 3. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville has you a perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Free throw by Filardo is up, and it is good. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. And by Russell Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Filardo, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Now matching their largest lead in the contest at 3. 15-12, 8:47 to play in this first half.
Grayson back in for Fennimore for Kinney.
On the left side, that is Cameron Guler. Guler, top of the wheel to Landon Geyer. Geyer has it, just kind of doing the weave right now, trying to find an opening in this Fennimore defense, and then launching a 3 is Geyer, no good.
First offensive rebound.
Yep, we got an offensive rebound. Carson Collins loses the handle on it. Fennimore wanted to travel. Now toward the left side, 3 ball's going to be launched. That's front iron, no rebound. Kicks out to Filardo. He's off and running into the front court. Slows it down. Stutter step on a 3. He will float it up. No good. Rebound comes up to Guler for the Cuba City Cubans. On the right-hand side, Landon Geyer will get it back out to Carson Collins. Collins on the right wing. He picks up his dribble. Now needs some help, and will get it by Trey Fuhrer. Now swing it over to Trevor Van Natta. He's trying to find a way around Filardo. Now Collins looking down low. He has a man open up off glass. No! But free throws coming up for Cameron Guler. 7:49 to play in this first half. 15-12 Fennimore. Reese Kelly picks up his first personal team foul, number 3. WCC Brands, Custom Apparel in Kieler, and WCC-Brands.com. Coal Acre Golf and Grill in Cuba City, CoalAcresGolfandGrill.com, and Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, AppliedMicro.biz. Guler's first free throw is up, and it is no good. Cunis Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Platteville powers our audio stream of today's broadcast. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
Kinney and Kretschmann back in for Fennimore.
Second free throw on his way by Cameron Guler. That one is good. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 15-13. The lead for Fennimore is 2. Into the front court, Reese Kelly will bring the basketball to Kretschmann. Now swinging it over to Biba. He's looking down low. Ball knocked away and stolen by Cuba City. Carson Collins into the front court. Swing left side. That goes to Rundy. Now over to the right side. Van Natta thought about driving on Kelly. Gets to the high post, then he's trapped. Now it'll go back to Van Natta. Swing to the left side. 3-ball launch. That's good by Landon Geyer. Cuba City reclaims a 1-point lead. It's 16-15, 7:14 to play in this first half.
I have a feeling this game's going to be a lot of that back and forth.
Reese Kelly goes to the rim.
He
will be fouled.
He took a hard shot there.
Yes, he did. Foul will go on Trevor Van Natta, his first team foul number 4. And Reese Kelly will go to the line and shoot 2. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb, and Platteville. Free throw by Reese Kelly is good.
Level holds back in for Guler.
Shoebox scoreboard update. River Ridge leading Highland at halftime, 38-27.
Filardo back in for Kretschmann.
Also, Lancaster girls lead Shullsburg 23-18. That's also a halftime score. Free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Cubans right in front of head coach Sheevey. 16-16, we are tied. 7 minutes to play until the McNett Electric halftime report. Top of the wheel, Carson Collins will go left side of Van Natta. Van Natta gets the ball poked away, but Briggs Rundy has it. Now to the right side, Landon Geyer. Geyer drives. Floater in the lane is good. Landon Geyer with 5. The lead is now 2 for the Cubans at 18-16, 6:38 to play in this first half. The ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll remain Fennimore basketball. Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, and refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, or finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. As Raina went and got the basketball, now Fennimore has offensive possession. Kitty will kick it out. 3-ball launch, and that is good. Grant Biba from downtown. 19-18. The lead is 1 for Fennimore at 6:18 to play in this first half. Top of the wheel, now swing to the left side. That's Landon Geyer. Top of the wheel to Collins. 6:05 to play first half. 1 point Fennimore lead. Briggs Rundy will go back to the top of the wheel to Trevor Van Natta. Van Natta goes right side. Opening for a moment for Landon Leffelholz, who does not take the shot. Now goes to Van Natta. He goes in the lane. Ball knocked away. And it's a turnover. It's picked up by Grant Biba. Here come the Fennimore Golden Eagles on offense. And the ball knocked away and stolen as the pass caught Filardo by surprise. Now down court, up the shot is good by Briggs Rundy. 20-19 in favor of the Cubans. 5:34 to play in this first half. Back and forth seesaw action we have here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. As Grant Biba will pass it to the left side to Reese Kelly. Now Biba drives in the lane, looking for contact. Up and under move, off glass, it is good. Grant Biba with 5, the lead back to Fennimore.
I can't help but thinking this is a game that Jerry Pettigrew would have loved.
Absolutely. Leffelholz down low. Now to the top of the wheel. Carson Collins swing right side. 3-ball launch. That will bounce around. No good by Landon Geyer. Rebound comes down to Fennimore. Jade Kinney weaves into the front court. He slows it down. Now he'll stop and pop for 3. Book it! Jude Kinney from downtown, his third of the game. 24-20. Fennimore their largest lead of the contest at 4:50 to play in this first half. Right side, Trevor Van Natta to the rack. No good, leaves it short. His own offensive rebound. Nope, ripped away by Filardo. Here comes Kinney into the front court. One-on-one with Collins. Up with a left-hand layup. It's good. Jude Kinney with 11. 26-20, the Golden Eagles. 4:28 to play until halftime. And now another steal by Fennimore. Kinney once again, and a offensive foul on Jude Kinney. That will be his first.
Good call.
Carson Collins, he tried for that foul twice. He just stood there.
He stood and took it. He was set.
And timeout is going to be called. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 26-20 in favor of the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fennimore. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. Community First Bank, for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Wood Law Offices, serving you in Fennimore, Boscobel, and all your legal matters at Wood Law Office. Coal Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and Coal Acres Golf and Grill.com. 4:20 to play in the first half if they decide to turn the clock on. There they go. They got, and yeah, we're going to give them out another 7 seconds out of this game,
Yeah.
or at least this first half.
I was thinking, too, I have a lot of respect for the officials in a game like this because they have to be up and down the court that fast, too.
And they don't get the timeouts. They still have to stand. Absolutely. Van Natta, top of the wheel, swing the left side, Leffelholz. Leffelholz drive out to Collins. He'll take the 3. Off left iron, no good. Rebound batted around and picked up by Fennimore's Rowan Kinney. Jude Kinney into the front court on the left side as Fennimore has the ball and a 6-point lead. Jude down low, off glass, back iron, no. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Leffelholz will hand it off to Van Natta on the right side. Van Natta to Collins, top of the wheel. Nice shake and bake move by Collins. Looking down low. There's Leffelholz. Kick it out right side. 3-ball is launched and swims home and good. Trevor Van Natta from downtown cuts the Fennimore lead in half. Is now 26-23 with 3:23 to play until the McNett Electric halftime report. Biba, top of the wheel. He looks to the left side. Hands it off to Torgerson. Top of the wheel, now right side, Jude Kinney. Kinney will get to the right elbow. Jumper is up and good. Jude Kinney is on fire. He has 13. The lead is 5, 28-23. 3 minutes to play until halftime.
You said he averages how many a game? 17?
He's nearly 20. One says 19, the other one says 17.
Well, he's already almost there.
Right? I think he's going to hit his average tonight. Call it a
Probably
hunch.
more than his average.
Yeah, now we say that, now he won't score anymore after the rest of this. Top of the wheel, that goes to Landon Geyer. 2:40 to play until halftime. 28-23, the Golden Eagles. Collins, top of the wheel to Kieler. Kieler will go right side to Collins. Pump fake on the 3. He'll drive on Biba, take the 12-foot baseline jumper and drain it. Carson Collins, he has 4. The lead is back to 3, 28-25 in favor of the Golden Eagles. They have the basketball. Top of the wheel, that's Rowan Kinney. Now left side to Jude. Jude on the baseline. And he steps on the end line out of bounds. It will be Cuba City basketball. It happened right in front of the official.
Yeah, they're not going to miss those.
Nope, and he looked down, and yep, he was out of bounds. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists so that you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Spin move, right elbow, jumper is up, front iron no good by Van Natta. Saved, but out of bounds. It will be Fennimore basketball. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. As Florida will get it right side to Rowan Kinney. Swing left side, 3 ball by Drayson is off front iron, no. Rebound will be picked up by the Cubans. Landon Geyer with the rebound, getting it off to Collins. $1:40 to play until halftime, 28-25, Fennimore. Collins pump fake on the 3, now go over to Kieler. He'll take the 3, he'll tie the game! Hudson Kieler with 10. We're tied at 28. 1:30 to play until halftime. In the front court, here comes Filardo. He goes off to the left side. Now the baseline is Drayson. Drayson gets a screen from Rowan Kinney. We'll go top of the key to Biba. Right side, Filardo. Filardo looking down low for Biba, and a foul is going to be called on Cuba City. That's on Landon Geyer, his second.
Fennimore trying to pass and flash. I guess
Right.
is the way you could put it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, and Montford, and at sloans.com. Pump fake on the 3. It goes out to Biba. He was not expecting it. He'll go into the backcourt and an over and back violation. Gary's Pest Control of Dickeyville salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Coming
Can't
up.
fault the hustle.
No, absolutely not. McNutt Electric halftime report coming your way in just a few moments. Actually, in about 1:05 in this first half. Right side, that is Van Natta with it. Now he'll get it over to Kieler. Under 1 minute to play until halftime. We're tied at 28. Trevor Van Natta with it. He backs up towards center court. Right side, Van Natta looking for somewhere to go. He'll go to the baseline to Guler. Guler kicking it out. 3-ball launch. Collins, it's good! Carson Collins from downtown. 31-28. The Cubans lead with 39 seconds to play until halftime. This has been a run for the Cubans. It has been an 8-0 run. After being down by 5, they're up by 3. Looking down low, trying to get to Filardo. Biba can't do that. Instead, he'll hand off. That goes to Drayson, right side with 24 seconds to play until halftime. Kinney has it 1-on-1 against Hudson Kieler. Kinney will hand it off to Drayson inside the arc. Back out to Filardo, top of the wheel. Filardo, left side. Kinney, now Biba, back to Kinney, ball knocked away, right to Jude, the layup is no good, it rattles off, he gets his own offensive rebound, the putback is good for Jude Kinney, 3 seconds, 2, half-court shot, Kieler, nope, he loses a handle, and we go to halftime. Your score, Cuba City, 31, and Fennimore, 30. Your McNutt Electric halftime report coming your way after this timeout. We'll have your stats and recap of the action of the first half. It's an exciting one. Cuba City 31 and Fennimore 30. Back after this on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 5.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, as we have a young man that just hit a half-court shot as they're doing the half-quarters here at halftime at Cuba City on Hawaiian night. Tonight's what it looks like here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, and a thrilling contest as well, as Cuba City leads Fennimore 31-30 at halftime. We'll have your halftime stats coming up in just a moment. First, a Shoebox Scoreboard presented to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the Midwest's largest independent shoe store. That is the Shoebox in Black Earth. Games on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. This evening, Lancaster girls leading Shullsburg 23-18. And in boys basketball, that Lancaster-Shullsburg game, by the way, is on the radio. That's on X1071. River Ridge and Highland is on AM 1590 WPVL, and also on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our score here at halftime, 31-30, Cuba City and Fennimore. Your stats coming your way next after this timeout on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Could there be a better name? Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
Don't miss Ice Fest at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium on January 24th and 25th. From 10 a.m. until 2, come dressed for indoor and outdoor fun for the whole family, all included with general admission. Go for the gold with Winter Olympics-themed activities, enjoy history demonstrations, experience To the Moon, Snoopy Soars with NASA, and more. S'mores and hot chocolate are available for purchase. For a detailed list of activities, head to rivermuseum.org/events. Don't miss Ice Fest, January 24th and 25th, only at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. In Game 6.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It never gets old when you see got the middle schoolers and some of the early high schoolers coming out here and shooting at halftime. It's not just Cuba City, it's also Fennimore, so it makes it a lot of fun. We've seen a couple of them made. A couple of them way off. Again,
it's all in fun.
It absolutely is, and it goes to a good cause as well. One other score to add to that Shoebox Scoreboard update we have for you in girls basketball. Potosi-Cassville leading Iowa Grant 26-19. Thank you to Brad Adams of the Telegraph-Herald. All right, let's take a look at our halftime stats here from Jerry Pettigrew's Gymnasium, Cuba City and Fennimore, presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena L. Satterley CPA, with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Go online, DodgevilleTax.com, for more information how Arena can help keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket with the upcoming tax season. First, let's go ahead with the team stats. First, for the visitors, the Fennimore Golden Eagles, 50% from two-point range, 6 of 12. Three-point range, 56% at 5 of 9. So for the game, here you go. I think that's a little off. That included these ones. So actually, they're 11 of 21 in that first half, just above 50%. 52%. All right, 11 of. Yep, that was all. She also added in the free throws too.
That's all right. Long day.
That's all right. It's a long day, but that's where it's like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. My math normally isn't mathing, So if I was catching it, it's all right. It happens. So that's Fennimore.
We're not official for a reason.
Exactly. Officially not official. So 6 of 12, 2-point range, 50%, 56%, 5 of 9 for 3-point range. For the first half, 11 of 21, 52%. Leading scorer for the Golden Eagles, Jude Kinney with 15 of the Fennimore 30 points. Grant Bebo with 5 points, 3 for Drew Torgerson, 2 points apiece for Jay Crutchman, Gianni Filardo, and Corey Drayson. 1 lone free throw for Reese Kelly. Then that free throw shooting, 3 of 6 for 50% in that first half. So one thing with Fennimore, consistent, 50%, 50%, 56%. But the 56% is the longest shot. Cuba City shooting in that first half, 7 of 11, 2-point range, 64%. 5 of 14 from 3-point range, 36%. So 12 of 25 in that first half, 48%. 2 of 4 for the free throw line, 50%. Leading scorers, Hudson Kieler with 10, 7 for Carson Collins, 6 for Trevor Van Natta, 5 for Landon Geyer, 2 for Briggs Rundy, and a lone free throw for Cameron Guler. So again, free throw shooting 2 of 4 that first half, both teams at 50%. Rebounding, dead even, 13 apiece, both with 12 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive for both teams. And then turnover game has been pretty low for both teams, 9 for Fennimore, 8 for Cuba City. Talked with Coach Tanner Sheevey in the pregame. He was hoping to send their wins there right around that 8-9 range in a win, right around 15 for a loss. So if that's at halftime,
ballpark, just got to take a little bit better care of the ball.
Well, look at it. Both teams are even though. Not one team. Not one team is doing a lot better job.
I think you'd be okay with that.
Absolutely, so you're pretty even with your opponent. And again, this is everything we're talking about on the sheets for our stats. It's pretty much on the scoreboard as well. 31-30. A tight game here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. Your halftime stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena El Satterley CPA with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Go online, DodgevilleTax.com, for more information of how Arena can help keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket this upcoming tax season. More of your McNabb Electric halftime report coming your way after this timeout. 31-30. It is Cuba City leading Fennimore at halftime on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7, Fuller's Milker Center and GIA have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Dairy Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
As other banks change ownership, one thing remains the same: Mound City Bank. Locally owned and trusted for over 110 years, Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 7.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 is KIYX FM, Sageville, Dubuque, Platteville, and Galena, a Queen Bee radio station. With our statistician, Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. Another Shoebox Scoreboard update for you, presented to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the Midwest's largest independent shoe store. Again, in Black Earth. Over on 97.7 Country WGLR, Mineral Point over Belmont, Platteville, and Wrestling, 37-31. So that's a final. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. Here, 31-30, about 1 minute away until starting the second half of action. And Raina, from what you've seen in that first half, I tell you, it's both teams. I can almost say which they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and I'd say both teams don't need to change a thing, especially on the defensive end. Both are shooting efficient on offense. They're playing really solid defensively. I would say if you're Cuba City, don't let Jude Kinney go off, because when he had those moments, he's been quiet this entire first half, but he had those spurts where just bang, 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 and there's how he got to 15 points.
Right.
You know, you're Fennimore as well on defense. Just keep solid. Don't allow that drive. But again, both teams, when you're shooting above 50% or right around 50%, I'd say you're very successful.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see how the second half wears on. Your halftime report has been presented to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric of Belmont. We start the second half, 31-30. Cuba City with the lead. Fennimore will start with the basketball.
I think Cuba City should probably try driving the lane a little more. Drive and dish.
If they could, they're going right to left as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And there's a layup down low. It's good by Jake Kretschmann. He was left all alone, and that gives Fennimore a 32-31 lead. 10 seconds in to our second half.
I was going to say Fennimore needs to continue to spread the defense, and they did exactly that on that play.
Absolutely. On the left-hand side is Levelholtz. He'll dribble drive into the lane. Ball goes off a foot, and it will go to Drayson. Drayson into the front court for Fennimore to the left baseline. Kinney looking down low for Kretschmann once again, but this time he'll be knocked out of bounds by Collins. He'll remain Fennimore basketball.
And what do we have on that play? Driving the lane.
Exactly. Clearbank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. We can do that. Member FDIC. Biba with the basketball on the baseline. He gets trapped. Now goes to Kelly. Kelly to the high post. He also gets trapped. Back to Biba. Biba to the left elbow. Now over to Jude Kinney. Kinney looking for a screen from Biba. Biba does not roll, and he'll pass it off to Kretschmann. Right side, Drayson. 1 minute gone by in the second half. 32-31, the Golden Eagles looking down low. Jude King gets the ball stripped away from him. He will recover it. Ball loose on the floor. Ping-ponging around. Cuba City comes away with it. Carson Collins into the front court. Spin move by Kieler. Gets the ball ripped away from him. Now Kelly into the front court for Fennimore. He will dribble drive all the way to the rack. Rejected by Trevor Van Natta. Left side goes to Biba. Fennimore with the basketball. A little bit of action right now in this first part of the second half. Biba, he will go for it. Hoop, the harm, the potential three-point play. It almost looked like he traveled. That's why I kind of tempered my tempered my enthusiasm on that. It was a great move.
I would have been okay with that call if they had called it that way.
Trey Fuhrer with the foul, his first team foul number 1 of the second half, and the free throw by Biba is good. 35-31. Quick 5-0 spurt for Fennimore to start the second half. A minute and a half gone by. Neither team has led by more than 5 points in this contest. Back and forth, a seesaw affair. Down low, up off glass. No good by Trey Fuhrer into the front court. Here comes Jude Kinney. He'll go all the way to the rack. Off glass, no good. Rebound loose, picked up. It's an offensive rebound by Kretschmann. Swing to the right side. That is Reese Kelly. He'll dial up from distance. Back iron, no. Rebound climbing the ladder is Carson Collins. He got popped in the face as he comes away slowly. Into the front court, Van Natta loses the handle. It's on the floor. Loose. Kretschmann comes away with it, and a jump ball is going to be called. And it'll be Cuba City holding on to the possession. Community First Bank, for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Cuba City to inbound underneath their own hoop, and they will just a quick little bounce in to Collins. He'll have a turnaround jumper from 12. No good on the left wing. Rebound comes down to Jude Kinney for Fennimore. 15:45 to play, second half, 35-31, the Golden Eagles. Drive, kick out to Kretschmann. Kretschmann will drive, floater in the lane, no good. Rebound comes down to Cuba City. Rebound by Trey Fuhrer into the front court come the Cubans. Now Van Natta on the left baseline. He'll dribble it toward the high post. Ball almost knocked away. He holds on to it. Kelly with the poke away. Now Carson Collins into the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Fennimore. Fennimore personal foul will go on Reese Kelly. That is his second personal, team foul number 1 of the second half.
Did you see Cuba City being a little more aggressive?
Needing to a little bit, yeah. Carson
Fennimore
Collins
playing man-to-man.
might be able to get a couple of openings.
Well, they're going to have to start screening or something.
Yep. Carson Collins will drive, kick out, 3-ball launch to the baseline. That's no good, but 3 free throws coming up after the foul on Kretschmann, his third. So 3 free throws coming up. Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, appliedmicro.biz. Coal Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and coalacresgolfandgrill.com. Okay, they are not going to say it was on the shot. They're going to say it was on the follow-through, so Cuba City will just have the basketball. Not that's a bad thing, but it was out of 3 balls. Thought it was going to be 3 free throws. Now a 3 ball on the baseline, no good. Missing everything is Trevor Van Natta, too strong. Rebound comes down to Jude Kinney. We're on 35-31. Fennimore at the lead. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. Reeds Kelly, top of the wheel to the right side. Jude Kinney. Kinney being guarded by Briggs Rundy. Now down low. Kretschmann off glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Landon Leffelholtz. Cubans into the front court. Right side, Van Natta. Van Natta on the right wing. Thought about the 3. Instead will bounce pass to Briggs Rundy. Looking down low. Ball knocked away from Hudson Kieler. Here come the Cubans into the Golden Eagles into the front court. Drayson all the way to the rack. He'll drop it off. Up with a layup. No good by Kretschmann. Rebound to the Cubans. Opportunities Fennimore has had down low. They've just not been able to convert.
Yeah.
If you're Fennimore,
Playing for contact, maybe?
Maybe. You're hoping if you're Fennimore that it doesn't come back and bite you. A lot of point-blank opportunities that have not gone down. Top of the wheel to the free throw line. Thought about step back. Now Collins on the left wing. He'll go back to the right side to Van Natta. Now Rundy. Top of the wheel, Kieler. Keeler's been quiet in this contest. Had a couple of openings, but he's been pretty much quiet for the most part. A lot of dribbling right now, trying to find an opening. Now on the baseline, back out to Kieler. Kieler on the right wing.
Coach Sheeby wanting him to move.
Dribble down low. That's Briggs Rundy. Gets the ball knocked away. Back out toward three-point range. Now it's Hudson Kieler. He will take the step back 3. Off front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Drayson. 13:25 to play second half. 4-point Fennimore lead, and timeout is going to be called by Fennimore. Full timeout will take it as well. 13:25 to play second half. 35-31. The Golden Eagles on Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number 1, period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number 1.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 8.
Wood Law Office serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel on all your legal matters. Wood's Law Office, Fennimore and Boscobel. 13:25 to play in the second half. 35-31 in favor of Fennimore, and the Golden Eagles have the basketball. Biba down low, kicking it left side. Long 2 on his way, no good by Reese Kelly. Rebound comes down, and it'll be blocked, but a foul. Falardo got the offensive rebound, forcing Landon Geyer to foul him. That is his 3rd personal now. Team foul number 2. At the line to shoot to Gianni Falardo. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists. So you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Falardo, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Or no, he missed the first one. Didn't he? Okay, he did make the first one. That one's on me. 37-31. Cuba City has not scored in the second half. We're 5 minutes gone by in the second half. 37-31, the Golden Eagles. 3 ball on the right baseline. No good. Rebound comes down to Biba for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Falardo into the front court. Speeding all the way to the hoop. Up with the layup. No, but a foul is going to be drawn on Cuba City. That's on Briggs Rundy. That is his first team foul number 2nd. Team foul number 2. And Falardo will go back to the line. The speedster, Falardo, he's listed at 5'8". Free throws up, and it is good. He's 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Edward Jones, Reeves Wealth Management in Plantville, and Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. Perfection from the free throw line for Falardo. 39-31. This has been a 9-0 start in the second half for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Right side, Van Natta looking down low. Getting it to Rundy. Up with a shot is good. Rundy gets the hoop. And I think they're going to, do they say flop warning?
I don't know.
Yes. Yes, it is there.
I don't know about
Yep,
that
but
one.
that's what they're saying here. Looked like there was a good amount of contact.
There was.
But again, that's why we're up here.
That's right.
But regardless, it took 5.5. Don't let that take away from the fact 5.5 minutes it took for Cuba City to get their first basket
Right.
of the second half. Now will Cuba City make their comeback after being down by 8? They're down by 3, 39-33, 12-15 to play, second half. Right side, Reese Kelly. He will dribble to the top of the wheel, now to Falardo. Falardo hands off. Torgerson for 3. Front iron, no. Rebound, Falardo. He will throw it back out toward the middle, and it's going to be thrown away into the front court. It'll be Cuba City up with a layup. It's good. Cameron Kieler, his first bucket of the contest. And just like that, a quick 4-0 spurt for the Cubans. Bring them within 4. 39-35. 11:50 to play in the second half. On the right side, that's Falardo. Falardo, I think, is kind of the scrapper of the game right now, in my opinion.
With you.
Left side, Grant Biba, because he's got quite a few rebounds. That was the ball stolen away. Here comes Kieler. Front court. That's going to be Van Natta to the rack. Good at a foul. Trevor Van Natta. He has a chance for a potential 3-point play. Drawing the foul on Falardo. His first team foul number 3, and just like that, the Cubans are within 2.
Drayson and Kretschmann back in for Biba and Kelly.
It almost seemed like that Fennimore timeout woke up Cuba City.
I think it did.
It almost did the exact opposite of what Coach Everson wanted it to do. They were on a roll. Free throw here by Van Natta. It's on its way. Front iron, no. Rebound is going to go out of bounds, and it will be Fennimore basketball. Free throw was no good. 39-37. Fennimore's lead is 2. 11:25 to play in the second half. Falardo to the right side to Jude Kinney. Tightrope
better be
walking.
careful. He's real close
right
to the
on that edge on the sideline, but the official's right there too.
Spin just a little bit and you're out of bounds.
Torgerson for 3, halfway down and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Hudson Kieler. Front court, Geyer, right baseline to Guler. Top of the wheel, 3-ball for the lead. It is good! Hudson Kieler gives the Cubans the lead at 40-39. A 9-0 run for the Cubans. Front court, here come the Golden Eagles. Top of the wheel, Drayson to answer. No good, wide left. Rebound Guler for the Cubans. That got the Cuban student section on their feet. Now Kieler, front court, down low to Van Natta. He's posting up against Falardo. Up with a shot in the lane. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Jude Kinney. Again, talk about somebody who's been quiet. Jude Kinney.
Yep.
Falardo, right side. They'll go to Kretschmann. Kretschmann gets a screen to the high post. Top of the wheel, Drayson for 3. Back iron, too strong. Rebound loose. Picked up by the Cuba City Cubans. Kieler, front court, slows it down. 1-on-3. He steps through, up off glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Drayson for the Golden Eagles. 1-point Cuban lead, 40-39. Down low, ball lost off the foot of Kretschmann, out of bounds. Cuba City basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all of your real estate needs at Century 21 in Boscobel. Also visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with the start of your next roofing or siding project.
Kenny and Biba back in for Fennimore.
Plus Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Cuba City with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Van Natta front court, swing to the left side. 3-ball launch by Geyer. That's good! Landon Geyer from downtown. 43-39, the Cubans. 9:45 to play in this second half. It's the largest Cuban lead of the game. After trailing by 8, they're now up by 4. Down the lane is Drayson going to the hoop off glass. It goes home. Drayson with the bucket. 43-41 is your score. Cubans with the lead. 9:25 to play in the second half. Reeves Wealth Management and Edward Jones postgame show coming right at the conclusion of this contest. Guler goes to the wing. Now baseline Kieler. He drives, spin move, top of the wheel, swing left side. 3-ball launch. That is off front iron. No good by Van Natta. Rebound comes down to Drayson for the Golden Eagles. Midway point of the second half. 43-41. The Cubans leading Fennimore. Right side, Grant Biba. Now to the baseline. That is Filardo. Filardo in the lane, jump stop, pop left side. Up with a shot off balance, no good by Kretschmann. Here come the Cubans into the front court. Kieler to the rack. The layup is good. Hudson Kieler with 15. The lead back to 4 at 45-41 Cubans. 8:38 to play in this second half. Right side, Biba. Takes a couple of dribbles, picks it up. Now to Drayson, top of the wheel. Swing left side. Now back to the top of the wheel, Filardo. Right side, 3-ball, Kinney, no good. Rebound, Biba comes flying in and gets the rebound. Now back to the right side, a 3-ball launch. That is good. Guess who? Johnny Filardo, his first basket of the contest. He now has 9 points on the game. Fennimore within 1, 45-44. 30-second timeout called by Fennimore. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage, Lancaster. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint Lancaster. And the Breckler Insurance Group. For all of your insurance needs, see Steve Lendowski at Breckler Insurance Fennimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. 8:15 to play in the second half. 45-44, Cuba City leading Fennimore. Right side, Kieler posting up. Kick out top of the wheel. 3-ball launch. Back iron, no good by Guler. Rebound, 3. Golden Eagles go up for it. Coming away with it is Johnny Filardo. Front court, Jude Kinney. Into the lane. Big jump stop. Pass right side. Now to the wing, Biba. Back to Kinney. Now over to the left side, Filardo. He'll take a 3. Too strong. Rebound, Drayson, but they're going to say.
Call over the back.
I think you are correct. Or at least he had a little bit of a shove off, just enough to get room. That's his first personal, team foul number 4.
I do like the fact that these referees have let the guys kind of play a little more physical than we've seen some other games.
Absolutely. Russell offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington, and WCC Custom Apparel and Kieler and WCC-brands.com. 7:39 to play in the second half, 45-44. It's a 1-point lead for the Cuba City Cubans here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. Top of the wheel, it is Kieler, now the right baseline to Carson Collins. Collins gets through, 12-foot jumper is good. Carson Collins with 9. The lead is back to 3 at 47-44, 7:18 to play in the second half. Right side, Reese Kelly. Right elbow jumper is good. Reese Kelly's first bucket of the contest cuts the Cuban lead to 1, 47-46, 7:06 to play. Second half. Right side, that's Hudson Kieler. He will drive. Spin move, ball ripped away, and a foul is going to be called on Jude Kinney. That will be his second, team foul number 5 of this second half. 6:58 to play in regulation, 47-46. Cubans with the lead. Inbound comes in, it's kicked by Reese Kelly. Applied Micro is your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. And People's State Bank for personal home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Inbound 3 is rimming around, no good by Cameron Guler. Rebound comes down to the Golden Eagles. Front court, Filardo on the right side. Stutter step. Between the legs, dribble down to Jude Kinney. Kinney posts up back out to Filardo. Long 2, right wing, halfway down and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Carson Collins. Collins, outlet here to the front, picked up somehow by Briggs Rundy. Back out to Collins. Collins, left side, dribble drive by Van Natta. Now to Kieler. Kieler between the circles. 6:25 to play second half. 1-point Cuban advantage. Top of the wheel, that's Rundy. Now Collins. Collins gets the ball knocked away and stolen by Gianni Filardo. The layup is good. Gianni Filardo, he has 11, 48-47. The Golden Eagles retake the lead with 6 minutes to play in this second half. Swing it across the top of the wheel are the Cubans. Collins has it now. The ball knocked away by Filardo once again. But Collins will get away. The ball poked away from behind once again. And the Cubans come away. Now Collins will take it back. He will go up for the layup. No good. Rebound picked up somehow by Cuba City. Fouls called. No call. Collins comes away with it. They're going to call traveling violation. And Collins is unhappy. He wanted a foul to be called. And I can't say I blame him. There's a lot of contact there. And the whistle stayed silent. Bowles Electric call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bowles Electric, Lancaster, and Fennimore.
But they've been consistent.
Absolutely. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. It's 48-47. Fennimore with the lead and the basketball. Down low. Ball knocked away by Collins. Steal for Cuba City. Into the front court. They'll go to the left side. Grundy with it. Top of the wheel. 3-ball launch. Geyer. Front iron, no. Rebound picks up to Van Nata. Another offensive rebound for the Cubans. Now Hudson Kieler. He will drive in the lane, and a foul is going to be called. I think that's going to go on Reese Kelly. It will. That is his third. So Reese Kelly and Jake Kretschmann both with 3 personals. Jude Kinney with 2. So not a ton of fouls in this contest, but they've gone on some of the big-name players. Hudson Kieler. Free throw is good. He has 16. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. That's cfbank.com, member FDIC. And McNett Electric of Belmont, they can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew. McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric, Belmont. Second free throw is good as well for Hudson Kieler.
Torgerson came back in for Grayson.
49-48. That's a 1-point lead for the Cubans. 5:09 to play in the second half. Left side, Kretschmann playing with 3 personal fouls. Has the ball now to Biba. Biba looking down low. Instead will go top of the key to Torgerson. Torgerson looks for the cutter. Kinney can't get it to Jude. He will come back out and get it near the 3-point arc. Now to the high post, being double teamed. Now going over to Biba. Now left baseline to Reese Kelly. Kelly gets to the free throw line. Spin move in the lane. Left hand layup is good. Reese Kelly with 5. The lead is now 2. Or excuse me, is 1 for Fennimore. 50-49. 4:35 to play in this second half. This back and forth battle between conference rivals in Fennimore and Cuba City. Dribble drive right side. 3-ball. Collins is off front iron. No. Rebound tipped away, but it'll be Fennimore coming away with it. Jude Kinney all the way to the rack. Now instead will go left side. Biba for a long 2. It's good. Biba tried to step back for 3-point range. He almost stepped himself into a traveling violation.
Right. That's why he couldn't go farther.
52-49 in favor of Fennimore. Under 4 minutes to play. Collins gets the ball deflected. Rebound comes down to Jake Kretschmann. Kretschmann brings it across the timeline for Fennimore. Up by 3. 3:45 to play second half. Reeves Wealth Management, Edward Jones postgame show coming away at the conclusion of this one. And there's a spin move down low. Kretschmann, the layup is good. And it's now 54-49 in favor of Fennimore. And timeout is going to be called by Cuba City. Is this a 30-second timeout or full timeout?
I haven't seen.
It looks like it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it as well on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9. Don't miss Ice Fest at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium on January 24th and 25th. From 10 a.m. until 2, come dressed for indoor and outdoor fun for the whole family, all included with general admission. Go for the gold with Winter Olympics-themed activities, enjoy history demonstrations, experience To the Moon, Snoopy Soars with NASA, and more. S'mores and hot chocolate are available for purchase. For a detailed list of activities, head to rivermuseum.org/events. Don't miss Ice Fest, January 24th and 25th, only at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium.
auditorium. Your friends at the Bell Tower Theater would like to wish you and your family a very happy new year. Did you know that this February, the Bell Tower Theater will present its 143rd play? That's more than 20 years of entertaining the Tri-States. The Bell Tower Theater would like to thank all of the individuals and businesses whose donations make sure the show goes on. If you would like to join them and make a tax-deductible contribution, go to belltowertheater.net or send a check to 2728 Asbury Road, Dubuque, Iowa, 52001. And thank you very much. In Game 9.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. After the timeout, Cuba City basketball trailing by 5, 54-49 on our shoebox scoreboard. Cuba City with the basketball drive. Kieler, left-hand layup. Good, and a foul! Hudson Kieler.
That's kind of stuff Cuba City needs to do if they want to pull this out.
He kind of had the rock the baby motion. Kretschmann just picked up his fourth. He kind of had the rock the baby moment with the left hand, and the spin was able to get it in. It looked like the angle he had. There's no way that should have gone in.
Just lucky, right? Sometimes better be lucky than good.
Something like that. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Free throw by Hudson Kieler is good.
Although I'm not saying he's not good because he's definitely a good player.
Right. 54-52. Fennimore's lead is shaved to 2. 3:15 to play in regulation. Grant Biba will get top of the wheel. Filardo for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound. Cuba City saves it. And coming up to pick it up is Hudson Kieler. Great rebound and save by Cameron Guler. Now, Cuba City looking to tie or take the lead. Down low, Briggs Rundy. Tough shot, no. Gets his own rebound. Put back, no. Another offensive rebound. Put back, it's good. Briggs Rundy would not be denied. We're tied at 54. 2:45 to play in this second half. And timeout, Fennimore. 2:44 to play. Full timeout. We'll take it as well on Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
As other banks change ownership, one thing remains the same: Mound City Bank. Locally owned and trusted for over 110 years, Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you.
Long day? Skip the stress of cooking. Try a quick trip take-home meal. Choose from home-style favorites like chicken fettuccine alfredo, spaghetti and meatballs, or creamy mac and cheese. Or dig into comfort classics like beef stroganoff casserole and home-style meatloaf. Avoid the same old question: what's for dinner? Quick Trip's take-home meals taste like home without the hassle. Freshly made, ready to heat, and packed with flavor. Perfect for busy nights. Dinner solved. Happiness served. Only at Quick Trip.
Turpin Dodge salutes Kelly Dix, Manager of Quality and Safety at Mercy One Dubuque and Clinton. Turpin will make a donation to the Mercy One Foundation in Kelly's honor. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Kelly, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
In Game 10.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 2:44 to play in the second half. We are tied at 54. And I think they had an issue with the clock once again, as
I hadn't noticed.
Yep, they blew the horn. Don't know if it was because the clock didn't start, but hey, remember I said we're going to get 7 extra seconds. We might get extra 4 minutes the way this is going. Down low, the layup, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good. Corey Drayson makes it 56-54. Fennimore, 2:25 to play in this second half. Cuba City now looking to answer. It's Kieler.
This is the kind of game we could end up with a buzzer beater.
Absolutely. Top of the wheel. That's Landon Geyer handing it off to Hudson Kieler. Top of the wheel. Briggs Rundy left side to Guler. Guler drive. Jump pass right to Reese Kelly. Fennimore into the front court. Kelly stutter steps. Free throw line. He will kick it back out to Drayson. As it looks like the coaching staff is wanting something here for Cuba City. I don't know if it was a travel or what.
Moving screen, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Kelly left wing to Biba. 1:45 to play. Second half, 56-54. Kelly down low. He's trapped. He will get it back door to Filardo. Ball ripped, swatted away, and it's going to be out of bounds. Cuba City basketball.
That should be Fennimore basketball.
No, it was blocked, but they said that on the follow-through, his angle that Filardo still touched it last.
Okay.
Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. 1:39 to play, second half, 56-54 in favor of the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Cubans with the basketball into the front court. Kieler, he goes up to the wing, picks up his dribble, needs some help. Hudson Kieler will provide that. Kieler over to the left side. 3-ball on the baseline. No good by Landon Geyer. Offensive rebound. Rundy. He will be fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Rundy. And Jay Kretschmann just fouled out. Foul number 5 on Kretschmann. At least according to me. Yep. And now we're going to wait to see who subs in. But Kretschmann fouls out with 1:18 to play. And he fouls out with 6 points. 0 for 1 from the free throw line. But yet the presence he's had down low. Now Briggs Rundy at the line. Back iron, no. 3 of 5 from the free throw line are the Cuba City Cubans this second half. See if Rundy can redeem himself with this one. On the way. Back rim, no. Rebound, Biba. 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Briggs Rundy, 56-54 is the score. 1:10 to play, second half. Student section standing here for Cuba City at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. Right-hand side, that is Grant Biba. Biba picks up his dribble, top of the wheel to Drayson. Back right side, Biba. Biba has it on the wing. Cuba City's going to have to look to maybe foul here and they will, right there, fouling. Probably the worst guy you could foul, though.
Yeah, right.
Because Cameron Kieler we call for his first personal team foul, number 4. But at the same time, you got 2 more fouls before you go in there. 30-second timeout called by Cuba City. 53.6 seconds to play, second half. 56-54, Fennimore with the lead. Cuba City with the basketball. 8 team fouls for Fennimore, 4 team fouls for Cuba City. Let's give you a quick game reset. 3 personal fouls for Landon Geyer and 2 personal fouls for Hudson Kieler. Must have missed one on him in the first half, which wouldn't surprise me. Jake Kretschmann has fouled out with $1:18 to play in the second half for Fennimore. 3 personal fouls on Reese Kelly, 2 for Jude Kinney. Other than that, nobody has more than 1. So that's how everything looks there. Now, 4 team fouls for Cuba City, so they have to foul
They have 2 to get.
3 more times to get into the bonus. Inbound comes in the backcourt to Jude Kinney. Jude will get over to Drayson. Probably going to see if they can go for a steal first. If they can't get a steal, then they go for the foul. Now they look to get it from Jude
Kinney's
Kinney.
Probably not the person you want to foul either.
Drayson will get over to Biba on the left side. Fennimore is going to be happy just to hold on to the ball. Down to 35 seconds to play. Ball knocked away. Nope, it'll be Biba with it. Biba on the left wing. He will throw it down low to Drayson. Just eating up clock. Cuba City's going to have to foul. And now it'll be a foul on Landon Geyer, the guy that doesn't have any wiggle room. He's the one with the foul. It's his 4th. So I think if you want to have
come out,
if you want to have Geyer for any 3-point shooting, you got to take him out now because he has 4 personals. You need 2 more fouls here. 25.9 seconds to play, second half. 56-54. Biba to inbound for Fennimore. Inbound comes into the backcourt. Foul will be called on Cuba City. That will go on Cameron Kieler, his second, team foul number 6. Now 1 more coming up to go into the bonus. 24.5 seconds to play. In the second half, Fennimore with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Inbound comes in. A foul will be called on Landon Leffelholtz. That is his first personal. Now we get to the bonus. 23.2 seconds to play, 56-54. As Jude Kinney will go to the line, 1-1 bonus.
Coach Seavey doing an offense-to-defense substitution here.
Yep. Carson Collins and Landon Geyer check in. Leffelholtz and Briggs Rundy check out. Jude Kinney has been held silent in the second half. He has not scored. And he still hasn't. Free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to the Cubans into the front court with under 20 seconds to play. Timeout, Cuba City. Cuba City will call a timeout. I think they have one timeout remaining. 16.8 seconds to play in the second half. 56-54. Fennimore with the lead. Cuba City with the basketball. Yes, they have one timeout remaining. Fennimore with 2 remaining. With Arena Satterley, I'm John Satterley. Thank you for joining us here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 for high school boys basketball. Tonight's game also brought to you by Cuba City Collision and Repair. Recommended by a long list of satisfied customers. See Joel Groom, Brian Cohen, and the crew at Cuba City Collision and Repair. Plus, special thank you to Steve Lendowski of the Breckler Insurance Group for being a sponsor of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio. We will have your Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show coming your way at the conclusion of this contest. Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center Most Valuable Player, Tri-Court Turning Point, and Scrapper of the game presented to you by West End Salvage. Is it going to be 16.8 seconds away, or we have another 4 in us? Well,
I guess we'll find out.
We will find out coming up here in just a moment. Cuba City on the floor. You got Landon Geyer, Hudson Kieler, Carson Collins, Cameron Guler, and Trevor Van Natta. And crossing the timeline with 15 seconds is Van Natta, right side, dribble drive, Kieler. He gets double teamed. He can kick it out. He steps on the line. Wow. Turnover to Fennimore. 8.2 seconds in the second half. Full court press on for the Cubans.
Timeout.
Timeout, Fennimore. See if they're calling it a 30 or a full. 30-second timeout will be called. We'll keep it right here. 8.2 seconds of play in this second half. Fennimore 56, Cuba City 54. Fennimore is led by as many as 8 points at 39-31. They start off the second half with a 9-0 run. Then Cuba City stormed right back with a 9-0 run of their own to reclaim the lead at 40-39. Since then, Cuba has had the largest lead was at 43-39. Fennimore came back to take the lead. They held a 54-49 lead with 3:37 to play. Points have been at a premium. And, well, realistically, this entire game, points have been at a premium. Inbound is Filardo, right in front of our Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Comes in to Kinney. He's going to be trapped, trying to get out of it. He's going to be a timeout. Well, there's a timeout by the officials because the clock didn't start. That was almost going, he was trapped there for about 4 seconds, maybe not quite 5. There was 8.6 to play.
Yeah.
And the clock did not start. Again, we've talked about this a couple of times. The clock has not started in this contest. In the first half, there was...
Coach Everson saying that there should be a technical foul on that, I think.
Well, this is not something... I would agree with them if this was a one-off.
Yeah.
If this is a one-off, I would wholeheartedly agree with them. This has been an ongoing problem. We have documented multiple times here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 that the clock has not started right away.
So maybe an issue with equipment? Not user
so
error.
Why is there 55 seconds to play? Whoa, hold on. 55 seconds on the clock. Like, no. It should be 8.6 if they're going to say everything.
Maybe they can't do a point.
Or if they go with 9 seconds, I'd be fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
So as we get the clock taken care of, again, we'll have your 5. Okay, they're going to say 5.5.
Okay. Well,
all right. But that also restarts at 5 seconds down here too, though.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah, so that actually helps Fennimore. Inbound comes into B, but he's going to have to be fouled, and there is a foul right away. 4 seconds. That will go on Cameron Guler, his third. As the Fennimore side is clapping, as B will come to the line. 1-1 bonus, 4 seconds to go. Biba could basically, in essence, end this here if he makes both free throws. Both teams have one timeout remaining. I can see a timeout being called by Cuba City. Coach Tanner Sheevy.
Coach Everson's keeping his guys back on defense, it looks like.
Yep, only one guy down low. Biba. 1-on-1 bonus. Free throw up. It's good. Front end of the 1-on-1 bonus makes it a 3-point game. 57-54. He, in essence, could end it right here. Second one by Biba is on his way. No good. Ball's knocked around. It'll be picked up. Timeout called by Cuba City. 2.1 to play. There's no shot that was going to be taken care of. Great job by Coach Sheevy. Cuba City has a chance to send this to overtime. 2.1 to play, out of timeouts, trailing 57-54, but they've got the ball.
What a game.
You can say chip and a chair is all you right now is what Cuba City has. A chip and a chair. The question is, will the prayer be answered? Coming up, again, Tri-State Roofing postgame show. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Most Valuable Player, Tri-Court Turning Point, and West End Salvage Scrapper of the game. It's all just moments away here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. Just a reminder, come up tomorrow. Tomorrow night there are no games, but Thursday night we will have Shullsburg at Potosi Cassville on X1071. River Ridge at Highland girls basketball on 97.7 Country WGLR. Next game here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. Boys basketball, Cuba City at number 10 ranked Southwestern, the Civil War, once again here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. I will be in River Ridge, Illinois, as River Ridge Scales Mound will be hosting Galena girls basketball on X1071. Cuba City is 2-5. They're looking to go to 3-5. Fennimore looking to go to 6-3. Full court is what Cuba City is going to have to go 2.1, and timeout going to be called by Fennimore. And this will be a full timeout. We will keep it right here. Going to take no chances on timeout.
They're going to line up.
I'm saying I'm taking no chances by pushing a button.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking a chance.
We've had issues with that in the past.
I've done that before. Not fun, and you don't want to do it at the very end of the game.
No.
Absolutely not. Shoebox Scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the Midwest's largest independent shoe store. River Ridge defeated Highland tonight, 88-46. Lancaster over Shullsburg, 60-34. That's in girls basketball. Also, we have a halftime score for you. Darlington was leading Mineral Point 31-27. That's in boys basketball. Broker Busher, again, he's been ill, and he went to school today but was not expected to play. But he is there. He was in school today just so he could be there for his teammates.
And I'm sure that's a morale booster anyway, knowing what a big competitor he is.
Absolutely. So we'll have all that coming your way. Coming up, whether in 2.1 seconds or maybe we'll add another 4 minutes. We will see. Full court press on. Cuba City has to go the length of the court. 1, then 3. Doing a couple of screens. Throwing it toward midcourt. Carson Collins will tip it. It'll go to Jude Kinney, and that is your contest. Fennimore survives at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, defeating the Cuba City Cubans 57-54. Post-game show presented to you by Tri-State Roofing LLC after this timeout. Your final score, Fennimore 57, Cuba City 54 on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 1 minute.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
A fraction of a raindrop, 3 grains of salt, at up to 100 times more potent than morphine. The tiniest amount of illegal fentanyl is all it takes to cause an overdose. Fentanyl can be mixed into heroin, cocaine, pressed pills, meth, and other drugs. It could be in your drugs, and you wouldn't be able to see it, taste it, or smell it. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop overdose.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Hello, my name is Andrea Delzell, and I've been using a wheelchair since I was 5 years old. If I had one message for the general public, it would be relax. Some folks get really flustered around disabled people, so they just pretend we're not there. I've actually had waiters talk to my companion and completely ignore me. People with disabilities just want the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
This is a message from United Spinal Association. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing Postgame Show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, where your final score this evening, 57-54. Fennimore defeats the Cuba City Cubans. I'm John Satterley with our statistician Arena Satterley this evening, where we saw the Fennimore Golden Eagles improve to 6-3 overall, 2-0 in the Swall Conference, where Cuba City falls to 0-2 in conference play, 2-6 overall, but not without a valiant effort by the Cubans here this evening. It was a game that went back and forth between both teams, where the second half, Fennimore had the largest lead of the game at 8 points at 39-31. Cuba City had their largest lead of the contest just 3 minutes later at 43-39, where they went on their own 12-0 run after being down by 8, trailing by their largest margin of the game, to having their largest lead of the game in legitimately 3 minutes after a 12-0 run. And then points just became so hard to come by either team after that point. You figure Cuba City they had a 12-0 run in a matter of 3 minutes, and they ended up scoring 11 points the rest of the game, the final 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So that tells you how points just came at an absolute premium. Let's take a look at your final stats presented to you by Dodgeville Tax and Accounting and Arena L. Satterley CPA, with offices in Dodgeville and in Gratiot. Go online, dodgevilletax.com, for more information on how Arena can help you keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket during this upcoming tax season. First, for the Cuba City Cubans, they were 14 of 28, 50% from 2-point range, 7 of 26, 27% from 3-point range, 21 of 54, 39% for the contest shooting. Leading scorer for the Cubans had a game-high 20 was Hudson Kieler, 10 in the first half, 10 in the second half, 20 for the contest. 9 for Carson Collins, 8 for Trevor Van Nana and for Landon Geyer, 6 for Briggs Rundy. Cameron Guler chipped in 3. Free throw shooting, 5 of 10 for the Cubans at 50%. You look at a three-point game like this, you say, well, maybe we could have done better when it comes to the free throw shooting. But once again, that's kind of the way everything just kind of goes. For the Fennimore Golden Eagles, they were 50% as well from two-point range, 15 of 30, 50%. Three-point range, 6 of 18 for 33%. So for the game, 21 of 48, 44% for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Leading scorer was Jude Kinney. He had 15. Grant Biba and Gianni Filardo, both with 11 points apiece. 6 points for Corey Drayson and Jake Kretschmann. 5 for Reese Kelly. 3 for Drew Torgerson. 9 of 14 from the free throw line, 64%. So in that second half, they were 6 of 8, really led by Gianni Filardo. It's not the last time you're going to hear that young man's name in this broadcast, so just stay tuned. The rebounding story, again, very even. 32 for Fennimore, 30 for Cuba City. 25 defensive rebounds for Fennimore, 7 offensive rebounds, 24 defensive rebounds for the Cubans, 6 on defense. And turnovers, well, you get 6 on offense. Sorry, 6 offensive rebounds, 24 defensive rebounds. For the turnovers, well, I guess you could say Coach Sheeby was right. 18 turnovers, including 10 of them in the second half for the Cuba City Cubans. 16 turnovers for Fennimore. Again, a very close game. Unfortunately, in a game like this, somebody does have to have the short end of the stick. And tonight, it was Cuba City. We'll come back with your most valuable players, Tri-Core Turning Point, and scrap for the game during your Tri-State Roofing postgame show after this timeout on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 1 minute.
You want to give your baby everything, so start with a safe sleep area. Babies younger than 1 should always be placed to sleep on their backs on a firm and flat surface like a safety-approved crib. And keep blankets, pillows, and other soft or loose items out of the crib when the baby is in it. Learn more about safe sleep for babies at safetoSleep.nichd.nih.gov. Sponsored by the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's.
The Parkinson's Foundation knows that the disease doesn't just affect the diagnosed. It affects everyone who supports and helps care for them.
If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers.
We can help you understand the disease
and give you tips for living a better life.
Find your answers at Parkinson.org or call 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America. 200 food banks strong.
Over 2.8 million Americans have served in our military since 9/11. Many have returned home with devastating injuries and few resources for them and their families. This is news correspondent Bob Woodruff. I sustained a life-threatening injury while reporting from Iraq in 2006. The military had my back that day, and they have each other's while serving. It's time we had theirs. Please join us as part of the Got Your Six initiative. To learn more, go to gotyour6.org using the number 6.
Postgame 1 minute.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel 57-54. Fennimore over Cuba City. We're now being joined by our Herms & Days Hardware Home Center most valuable player. Go to Herms & Days Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Jude Kinney with 15 points this evening. Jude, congratulations on a big win here tonight.
Thank you.
Talk about this one, the battle that was going on. Neither team led by many, basically under 2 possessions, the entire game until you went up by 8. But then Cuba City wiped that one off. Talk about this battle that you ended up persevering and winning.
We just had to, even though they were playing physical, we just had to keep our heads straight, finish through the contact and make sure to rebound the ball.
I know one thing, talking with Coach Tanner Sheevy of Cuba City, he was talking about trying to keep you away from the points. First, you really, for this whole game, they did kind of shut you down, but definitely showed the spurts that you had, those 3 balls. Like, you don't want to let this guy loose. He'll get his points, but how did you really go from they're going to stop me from scoring and then get everybody else involved and make sure you get the win?
First half started and I came out hot. So I just kept shooting, and then second half I wasn't making my shots, so I just tried to get my teammates involved as much as possible.
Talk about, I want to ask you about Gianni Filardo, because you talk about a scrapper there. We were going to name him Scrapper of the Game. We got another guy in mind who's up here with us, but talk about him. He had 11 points, but man, he is annoying. You watch him, I mean that in the nicest way possible, because he's just everywhere. Talk about having a guy like him on your team and how that just he plays bigger than 5'8".
Yeah, it's been really nice to have him back. We got him back against Platteville, and he's just been a great defensive presence for us. He's always diving for loose balls and getting steals when we need them. So, yeah.
Jude, tell us a little bit about how the injuries have kind of changed the dynamics of this team, but you still have the same type of goals and how you achieve them.
We lost some 2 key players, but, we just had more guys step up, like Gianni and, Grant Biba, players like that, who can come up and help us.
Started calling him Giannis, right? No.
Yeah.
Jude, appreciate the time. Congratulations on this one. We'll see you down the line, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is Jude Kinney. Join us here, our most valuable player, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. We're now being joined by our Scrapper of the Game, presented to you by West End Salvage, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage Lancaster. We're being joined by Corey Drayson, who had 6 points this evening, but again, as the play away from the ball is what means more. Corey, talk about this win.
I just felt like it was important for us, and especially me as kind of that scrapper of the team, and me and Gianni, of course, like to kind of go hard. I want to do the stuff that doesn't show up, like grab offensive rebounds, box out, just try to help my team play defense and do all that little stuff that, might go unnoticed, but I think our other teammates notice that, and I notice when our teammates do that as well.
I was just about to ask, everybody wants to be that MVP that scores at 15 to 20 points, if not more, don't get me wrong. But not many players want to embrace that role of scrapper. You could say that, gets the rebounds, the loose balls, that gets, out there and gets dirty. How have you really embraced that yourself? And how has that been for a team that, the dynamics change of the team, and now you're really thrown into this more?
Yeah, I feel like I've just tried to kind of make that my identity, known to be like a scrapper, just try to get every rebound possible, because that's how I can best impact the game, is with my hustle. So that's what I think is most important. And even if one of our best players, Jude, isn't scoring, then we got to all step up with our hustle. So, and he does a good job hustling too. I think we're just a good hustle team, and we all play hard. And it's kind of showing in these physical games how well we're playing.
I was just about to ask about how physical this one was against Cuba City. Probably a couple of bumps and bruises. How were you able to survive it? The way both teams just absolutely went hard after each other wanting to get this win.
Yeah, the refs really let us play today. I think that, I think it benefits us because we always practice playing physical, just playing through contact. And I feel like that showed tonight that we were able to do that. And we were able to, down the stretch, come back. And we're always hanging in those close games. That's just kind of our identity as a team, is to those second half games. We're a second half team. So I think just, working as that as our identity, it just helps us.
Well, Corey, congratulations on a big win here tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you down the line. Our scrapper of the game, Corey Drayson. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's Corey Drayson, as we wrap up everything here from Cuba City High School, from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, where your final score this evening, 57-54. So I'd also like to make sure we talk a little bit about Gianni Filardo. He had 11 points in this one, the sophomore. We got a chance to talk to both seniors. You could tell that Coach Kevin Everson wants to make sure the seniors get recognized. 2 on the team, you get Corey Drayson, that normally doesn't get the recognition.
You get an offensive leader and a defensive leader.
Right,
so
absolutely. You get both of them.
That's important.
Right. Gianni Filardo, he's a sophomore, but boy, he does make a big impact on this team. So again, it's still a very young team. We'll have to see how they continue to grow as the season wears on. Well, Raina, I appreciate you helping me once again with sports. You know more than anybody else how I need a lot of help. So,
We're not talking about how things are at home, Don.
Oh yeah, I know that's true. But thank you, thanks again for helping out. And well,
I don't get very many opportunities this time of year, so
especially
I gotta take the few as I can.
Especially with tax season looming. So definitely appreciate the help with the stats, and that's why we have the stats as complete as we do because of Raina. So I'd like to say thank you to her. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. Without them, these broadcasts are not possible. And of course, thank you to all of our listeners that like to tune in for high school sports. We'll have more of those coming up on Thursday. Again, I will be in Cassville, Potosi Cassville, hosting Shullsburg and girls basketball Thursday night on X1071. On 97.7 Country WGLR girls basketball, River Ridge at Highland. Next game here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. The Civil War, Cuba City at Southwestern. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off. Might be a little bit past 7 o'clock, probably more like 7:15 for tip-off. It's a Civil War, though. Cuba City at Southwestern in boys basketball right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. And like I say, thank you to Carey Lawson, athletic director here at Cuba City School District. Of course, everybody here at Cuba City always making us feel welcome and home. And thank you for listening. The preceding has been a presentation of Queen Bee Radio Sports on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Once again, your final score: Fennimore moves to 6-3, 2-0 in conference play, defeating Cuba City 57-54. Cuba City falls to 2-6 overall, 0-2 in the Swell Conference. Again, for Raina Satterley, I'm John Satterley, wishing you a great evening, and thank you for listening.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
This is Dubuque's Super Hits 106, playing music for your generation. KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque, a Queen Bee radio station. On your radio, your computer, your smartphone, your smart speaker, and superhits106.com.